5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time to count down reality TV's most talked about moments with Amanda Bella.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to BellaTalks TV. It's Amanda Bella here, and just popping in to do a quick little random episode with you again. I know that I really owe you guys one of my top 5 countdowns, and I think I'm going to finally be able to record one this weekend because I was supposed to be going to Costa Rica on Saturday, and we were actually going to explore like a different area that we haven't been to together, which I was really excited about. And my husband like randomly fractured his foot. And it's so weird because, I mean, ladies, if you know, for some reason, if you are just like a basic chick like me, like married to a guy that golfs, I mean, I golf as well, but I don't make it like my whole personality like some guys do. And I don't know if it was because the Masters was on or what, but he swings his golf club like in the house. Like he'll do like practice swings like all day long with these golf clubs. And like in our home office, he'll like take calls and he'll be in there like swinging his golf club all day long. And he like fractured his foot because you're not supposed to like do that without like proper footwear out on the grass, like the turf, whatever, the way that the flooring is, it like fractured his foot. So long story short, I don't think I'm going to Costa Rica this weekend now. So I'm going to have some extra time to record and get some things done. But I had to pop in and just tell you guys about my night last night because of course I was going on and I had such a good plan yesterday. Like I drove down into Manhattan, which sometimes I take the train, like especially if I'm drinking. Like I usually will take the train. Shout out Long Island Railroad, the LIRR, which is like what the people would take, like what Danielle would take from the city out to the Hamptons. Sometimes I pop on the LIRR and go into Manhattan from where I live. And this time I was like, I'm going to drive in because there are 2 back-to-back events and I want to try to get to both of them because I bought the tickets for the West Wilson trivia night at City Winery, which like I've been to the City Winery. I've done those events before. I mean, they can be a little dreary. They're not like the most exciting nights usually, but like they are cool events. And like who doesn't love to go to the City Winery? I mean, to me, it's like, okay, great. Like anytime there's something going on there, it's kind of a no-brainer, especially on a Tuesday night. But then as soon as I bought the tickets to go and do that, my friends at the Real Housewives of Politics, if you're not following them, at RHOPOL, some of the girlies that are involved with that and people that I've met through that group here that are New York based, Philly based, just awesome people. And I know with BravoCon too, like we're all going to definitely be getting together again out there. And it's just like such a good group of people. So then they decided they were doing a Valley watch party and they had Zach coming in who, Zach Wickham, he's pretty like infamous now for his hair, which is so funny. I have to say in person, like it does not come off like that. Like I didn't think, oh no, he had a hat on last night. I was like, why did I like not even think about his weird hair like one time? But no, he is lovely. Like Zach is so nice. So okay, they decided to do this event where Zach is going to be guest bartending. And at first I was like, okay, I have to do both. I have to meet Wes and I have to meet Zach. Like I'm going to be determined. I'll drive, I'll like park at the one event. And then my plan was going to be when they do, because it was a watch party. So they actually played the Valley episode last night. And I'm like, okay, when the Valley episode starts, like I'm going to drive like the 14 minutes or whatever it was over to City Winery, check in with West, see what's going on there. But then I didn't want to leave. So once that started, I'm like, I don't want to like go and like even bother. And I think because I bought tickets, which sold out in literally minutes, like the official Bravo TV events, like they do the text. If you're not signed up for texts, they do the text. You have to set an alarm on your phone. It's like getting Beyonce tickets, like getting Taylor Swift tickets. Like you have to set up, get ready. Like I was in the middle of cooking lunch the other day and all of a sudden I have like an alarm go off on my phone. And it took me like a second. Oh my God, I'm like the Summer House watch party tickets. So popped on, got one, got myself a ticket. I should have got 2. I like have regrets now, but somebody needs one. But I got my ticket. And my reason, like, I was like, okay, I'm sure West is going to be at that like official NYC one. I'm like nervous now though, because okay, so I've been to all of those the Watch by Bravo parties. And what it is it's not entire casts. it's random. It's like half of a cast and like you never know. They don't announce who it will be. It's a surprise. So when I went to my first one, I did not know who it was going to be. They just said, we'll see. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be fucking Tamara. I'm going to lose my mind. It ended up being Vicky, which I still loved meeting the OG of the OC. It ended up being Vicky, Jen Padranti, Annan, and then it ended up being Melissa Gorga randomly, who was also amazing, and I loved meeting her, but like it was kind of random. So they just kind of like throw people into these things. Then I went to the Salt Lake City one, and my head almost popped off my body because all of a sudden walked out Meredith, Lisa Barlow, and Heather Gay, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like lose it. Iconic trio. I thought for sure it was gonna be like, I don't know what I thought it was gonna be. I guess Whitney. I feel like they always put a Whitney in there, but like, not that I wouldn't have been gracious to meet her also, but it was just crazy. And then the New York City one, Jenna Lyons, Rebecca Minkoff. It's funny how Rebecca Minkoff really has like taken her. I think that is smart. Like if you're an actual celebrity or an actual millionaire or whatever, successful on your own, just do one of these like Housewives or reality shows or whatever, like one season. Just do one season of it. Like Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly, if she's smart, would just be like one season wonder. Like she doesn't need it. She doesn't need the money. She doesn't really need the fame. Like pop in and then kind of like ride the coattails. Like, do you guys realize Jen Fessler is not a housewife? Never was a housewife. Was a friend of one season. She has been on every single panel, podcast, event, on Fast, whatever. Like she has ridden out her once. Like it's really, you got to have like the right people and like take it to the next level. I think it also matters like if you have young kids or if you have like other things that just keep you from being able to make Housewives and like appearances like your number one priority. But yes, so anyways, I'm really excited for this summer house party and I'm like, okay, who is it gonna be? And then I started panicking and I was like, what if it's Sierra, Paige, Lindsay? I'm just gonna like be very nice, meet them and be like, thank you for your service. I mean, I've met Sierra before actually and took a picture with her in Miami at the Bravo Fan Fest. She was very nice. I feel bad now actually, like how I've been kind of tough on her this season. But what I'm hoping it would be, honestly, would be Kyle, Amanda, Jesse, Carl, and West or something. Like that would be my ideal combination. So I think they're going to throw a Lindsay in there. Okay, so lately what I've noticed is that with Bravo, they feel like which I love this. This is like Bravo fam, right? Daddy Andy, the network, they feel really obligated to like keep these people employed. Like they feel personally are like, they're putting food on these kids, like the Judice daughters. There's just all of these people that I think that they just feel like with Lindsay, I think that they're like, okay, well, she needs a job. Like she has a child now. Like we can't just fire her now. They don't know where to put her because I think she's going to be on Roni potentially as a friend of or something. Again, I've talked ad nauseum about the problem with her not being able to film with her boyfriend and potentially not being able to film with their baby. And how much of her real home life are we going to be able to see? But I think that's why she's keeping her separate apartment so that at least if she's filming, she has like her own like dwelling and can film in there because I don't think that Turner can film in there for safety reasons, financial reasons, his job, etc. So yeah, we're going to have to see. Like we are going to have to see. But okay, so the Valley last night. So this freaking party. All right, I got there and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to meet Zach for sure. And my friend Alyssa, as you guys know, Stars by Alyssa, Stars X Alyssa, shout out my girl. Yeah, I picked her up and we went and she was hosting this party. And so I'm like, have you been like in contact with Zach? I'm like, what's like the tea? Like, is he nice? Have you been speaking to him? Is he excited? Like, is he in town? Like all this stuff, you know? And she was like, no, like he's been chill. Like he hasn't really like said much. I think he was getting into town like a little bit late and kind of like rushing to the event, but like he showed up. He was good vibes from the minute he walked into the door. He was so nice. Of course, taking pictures with everybody, getting like the crowd hyped. He got on the mic up on the little DJ booth and he was very interactive and fun and taking pictures and stuff. And then so I'm not one to like really get a picture with people. Like even when I go to BravoCon, there's literal lines. Like you stand in a line to take a picture. So there's no surprise of having to walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, a big fan. How are you? Can I get a picture?" Like it's like you don't have to have this awkward interaction. And I also like don't want to bother people when they're just trying to like be out and like live their life. It's really hard because it's like you want to get the pic and like meet them and have the experience, but like you really do not want to bother them. So it depends on the person. He seemed very open last night. I'm like, okay, I'm going to for sure talk to him at some point and get a picture with him. So I did. Took a little push. Like his boyfriend, which of course now I can't remember his name and I feel bad. Let me give him like the proper shout out. Like I'm not in that big of a hurry. Let's find out what his name is. Zach Wickham, boyfriend. He was very sweet. Benji. Oh my God, little Benji. Okay, what a cutie pie. Like, can you see even? He was so sweet. He was like, go take a picture with him. He'll love it. He like basically pushed me up to Zach. And I did. I talked to him. I kind of like blacked out. I can't remember exactly what I said. I'm sure it was just like nice stuff about the show and thank you for your service, stuff like that. And then we kind of talked about, I think, just like normal stuff. And then he was like, do you want a drink? And he bought shots. Like Zach from the Valley bought me a lemon drop shot. We took a shot together. We literally like cheersed each other in the eyes, took a shot together. He was just so sweet to do that. Was like taking care of everybody, making sure everybody was having fun. And so that was a one experience that was like kind of going on. And at the same time, so we didn't know. We thought it was going to be just Zach. So I'm like, I was already excited enough with that. But then came in Jasmine with her fiance, Melissa. And like, they are so cute. You can tell, like, they are so sweet. Like Jasmine, like, does not look real. Like she looks like AI. Like she's like stunning. And so they were standing right next to me. Like I remember at one point I was just like, did like vibe, like looked over, like she was literally shoulder to shoulder with me, just like hanging out, chatting. Like I did not ever bother and ask for a picture. I really wanted to because I have watched her since The Bachelorette, like Bachelor in Paradise. You know, I've followed her and like I wanted to say something and I do kind of like have a regret because it was such a small intimate thing and she probably would have like been so nice and loved it, but I just felt like there was a time when they all walked in together and like everyone was asking for pictures, everybody was trying to like get up to them, and then when it did die down from like picture meet and greet, then they were just like trying to like relax for a minute and I didn't want to bother them, and so it would have been fine, but they were still great and I think everybody was meeting them, they were having fun, and it was just like cool to like be so close to them and kind of just, you know, breathe the same air sometimes. That was enough. And then as we're hanging out, you know, I'm kind of freaking out in that moment. I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. Zach and Jasmine are here, blah, blah, blah. And then it almost was literally like Justin Bieber walked into the building. Like there was like an uproar of squeals and screams and like OMGs gasping from the crowd. And in walked Tom Schwartz, like randomly. And so I have to agree, like I was also one of the people that audibly gasped. It was like, oh shit, Schwartz is here. Like, oh my God, I'm about to meet like a living legend, like a Vanderpump Rules legend. I didn't think Schwartz would be the first one I met. Like for some reason, I thought for sure I would meet Jax or Sandoval begrudgingly before I would ever meet like Schwartz. Lala, I kind of feel like I met her because at BravoCon, I was at her like booth. And even though I didn't really like speak to her, I was in the front row of the booth while she was like doing things, taking pictures, whatever, meeting and greeting. And again, I didn't really bother her. But just watching her and being so close to her, like doing that with everyone else, I was like, okay, I kind of feel like I've rubbed elbows with her enough. I mean, that was when I was at my peak fandom of her, like before season 11. Yikes. So yeah, Schwartz, I did talk to him too. Again, I kind of like did a thing where I was way too shy, but everybody was like, let's take a picture with him, like as a group, and then we'll like, you know. So we took a picture and then we kind of stood around in like a circle afterwards for a little bit. And I ended up being able to like kind of like branch him. Not that I was trying to be creepy, but like branch him off onto the side a little bit and like have just like a one-on-one conversation with him. And I was just like, damn, like I can't even again like really remember specifics, but like he was so nice. And we just talked about like random real stuff. I came at Bravo, whatever, going to BravoCon. Someone told me, either Zach, I'm like, someone spilled some tea to me last night. Either Zach or Schwartz. I think it was Zach though. when I was like, are you going to be at BravoCon this year? And he was like, I am not supposed to tell anybody this. You guys don't tell anybody this either. But yeah, he was like, we are going to be there. Like the Valley cast will be there. They will be included, which means Jax will be there. I like seriously don't know what I think of that. I do not know what to think of that. And so will Lala and Sheena again, probably. Wow, BravoCon is going to be fucking lit though. I cannot wait because there's going to be so many amazing people there. Okay, so then this is all kind of going on. Talked to Tom Schwartz, had my moment with him. Everyone always is like, yeah, he's so much taller in person than I thought, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I had like a very small heel on last night. Like he is tall and he's actually very, not like thin, weird. He looks like, I mean, the camera definitely does like add some weight, is what I'll say. Like everybody was way smaller. With Zach, I think the camera adds like wig. Like his hair was not that like crazy in person. Oh, okay. So as we're after this, then there are rumblings, you guys, that Nia and Kristen fucking Doty are going to be in the building. Like everyone, there's like this, everyone's like whispering like, oh my God, Kristen Doty, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if Mary Posta shows up into this place, like I will literally get on my knees and be like, I am not worthy. Like I will bow to her if I meet her. She did not come, obviously. What Schwartz said is that they got tired. Doty and Nia were in town to do Watch What Happens Live, but they were too tired to like come after. They were going to come out and then they got too tired and they are pregnant. They were like stayed at the hotel, went to bed. But I was like that close to meeting them. Very exciting. And then, yeah, the little cherry on top was at my boo thing. Danielle from Summer House popped up. And I love her so much, you guys. Like, I feel like such a long, like, she truly feels like sisterhood to me. She feels like I probably have like the most parasocial relationship with because some of these people you do meet and then you meet them like multiple times and they start to like remember you. And she totally last night walked in was like, Amanda, like she took a picture with me. Like she took her phone out and took a picture with me on her phone. Like, I was like, what is life? Because I'm so close to getting into that house. So close. Wait, I told somebody last night about the Summer House tattoo. I think I had to have been Schwartz. So I don't think I would have been telling Zach that. I think I told Schwartz that, and he was like, you fucking have to get that tattoo. Like, I think I told you guys this before, that I have an idea for it. I don't think if I told you exactly what it is, because I don't want to spoil it or have... I mean, trust me, no one's going to steal it. But maybe I told Danielle about it. Like, I don't know who I told last night about it, but they were, like, loving it. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah. So, what a night. Again, no West, unfortunately. I had a good night. I didn't even get to, like, watch the Valley episode yet, but I know it's dark. And I know Jax and Brittany, like, literally say the words Coke. Like, it's no more, like, you ate my pasta. Like, there's no code anymore. Like, I think they just straight up say Coke. Okay, I've been on a Roni rewatch, you guys, because I don't know. I was not feeling well, and I think I've told you guys this before, but like I have some autoimmune like diseases. I mean, the word disease is very, I would say disorders. I have some disorders. And not to get political, but after COVID and having COVID and that like time, my autoimmune things did get worse, which is not like rocket science. Like there's been a billion studies to prove that that's like kind of what happened. I'm like, that was kind of the point of COVID. But I've like never been the same again. But anyways, now if I even get like a cold, if I get like a common cold, it will take me down. It will, I don't want to say it'll almost kill me because I don't want to be that dramatic, but it's not good. I have to get sick. And like when I get sick, like it is so hard for me to, luckily I'm in a position where like I can kind of rest if I need to, but like it is hard for me. It is hard for me to rest and like not, and we obviously travel so much. And so, yeah, just so you guys know, I'm like kind of sick right now. I'm still getting over it like a little bit. And hopefully like now that we're not going to Costa Rica this weekend, like I will feel a little bit better. But I have been, while I was not feeling well last week, on a Roni rewatch. And I was like, okay, I started season 7 back when we were in Florida still. I needed something. There was like a weird period of time too. Maybe I was sick also, like fucking no surprise. I was sick down there too, and I like needed something to binge with no commercials on Peacock. And I'm like, I'm going back into Housewives. And I've done like some light Beverly Hills rewatching. I did a Vanderpump Rules rewatch. I did a Summer House rewatch. I did kind of a Southern Charm rewatch. Like I rewatched seasons 1 and 2, and then I watched someone else recap them basically and kind of like did that. I love a rewatch. So anyways, I remember like I've watched all of them in real time. So it's like there wasn't anything new or any storylines that like I didn't remember. But going back season 7, like, okay, that's when like it really ramps up. Like Dorinda comes in. Bethany has just come back from like her being on her break and, going through her marriage and her divorce and stuff. And then season 8 is when Luann meets Tom, and then Bethany has the whole "it's about Tom" and "how could you do this to me?" question mark. Oh my gosh, like re-watching that, season 8 for sure is the best season, like hands down, best season. Unhinged. Those women have chemistry like family. They could be blood related. Like, yeah, I know why everyone's like, "Oh, Gironi, like, but why would they ever?" I get it. And I have to say too, like, I get it in real time. Like, we are so impassioned and we like call for firings and we get really upset at people. And we don't love Republicans. We don't love MAGA. We don't love Trump supporters. But there's some in every single cast. So it's like, if we're going to fire them all, like, we should fire them all. Mona, I know she's like a special kind of demon, but she is a fucking icon. I don't care. She's like Vicky Gunvalson to me too. They clearly both love Trump. I cannot help it. They are so essential to their franchises, to the Housewives brand. On my Rushmores, for sure, I don't care. I'm putting Ramona on there. She's so good, you guys. She is so good. I love her. I don't care. Through that whole Tom situation. And then, oh my God, Sonia, rewatching her too. Like, I remember being like, she is so disgustingly sloppy. She was bad, but like, she wasn't really that bad. Then season 9, after Lou gets divorced and they go to Mexico. Is that when Lou gets into the bush? Or actually, I think that might have been even when she was still married. Like, that might have been Happy Lou, just like drunk in Mexico. I can't remember now. They're all blurring together because I binged them so fast together. So good. Then they do the Cartagena. I just watched the boat ride from hell again. And that too, like some things you at the time it seems so much worse. And now looking back, I'm like, okay, that was like funny or like not as bad as it looked. But wow. Okay, I just watched, you guys, the Giovanni episode when Dorinda's like, "Thank you, Giovanni." Okay, I promise you guys I'm gonna do a soundboard, and I've been trying to think of like iconic sounds to put on there and also some like random clips from the week. I need to be able to like insert some of these things. I think it'll make the show so much funnier. And that hopefully will be another thing this weekend I can work on. We are in full house buying mode right now. Like, we are literally looking at houses again tomorrow and praying that we will find something that is worth us doing this. I'm truly praying because we really want to we want to be homeowners. We're like getting older. We both like love a busy, fast lifestyle. Clearly, we're like not normal, but we are so ready to like just have one residence and commit and just like live here, to pray that we find a house. And yeah, we have so many other fun things coming up. Like I said, they have that Bravo watch party. I would love for Andy to like pop up at one of those. Like, I've met him too. You guys know I've been to the clubhouse and stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. I'm trying to think. I have to go watch the episode of The Valley from last night. Okay, I hope you guys are watching Gypsy Rose. Again, it is a little bit getting kind of like slower now, like pittering out a little bit. The first couple episodes were like unhinged. But it was a little bit slower, and it's only 8 episodes, and we're already on 6. So, I mean, she's going to give birth probably in the season finale. And the latest episode, Ryan, like, surrenders, they say. Like, he is like, okay, I'm not the baby's father. I'm not with her anymore. The divorce gets finalized in court. And then he turns down to see her. Like, she texts him because he's like, he reached out a little bit and was like, trying to just slide into the DMs one last time, see if she's interested before the baby comes, before the divorce is final. And then she, of course, blows up into a whole thing, asks everybody in her family, like, including Ken, like, should I meet up with Ryan and, like, just have a closure conversation with him? Or should I just, like, peace out on this guy, see him in court, and, like, never talk to him or see him again? And ultimately, everybody's like, don't see him, don't see him, don't see him. And she still responds and is like, okay, like, let's get together after court. And then he doesn't respond and doesn't want to see her. So, ooh, that hurts. Gypsy definitely thought that she was in control of seeing him and that it was up to her. And he was just like, no, just wanted to see. Ryan doing the polls on TikTok, like, society is not talking about this enough. Like, when he says the words blue for yes, red for no on any particular thing, It's just so, it's like music to my ears. Music to my soul. So, all right, I think that's it, you guys. I just wanted to pop in and talk about that. Again, I will get you a top 5 countdown. I was just putting together some notes and like trying to put together because you guys remember, like, I do actually put a little bit of work into these things. I like scour the headlines. I'm like, what are people talking about? And I have to say, like, the number one thing people are talking about is Summer House. Like, that is Bravo's like cash cow right now. It's really the number one show on Bravo. And, Paige is the driving force of that, but Jesse fucking Solomon has got his like grubby toes all over every podcast, every Instagram. I'm sick of him and Sierra doing this like whole. He's annoying to me. I don't like when he sings. It gives me the biggest ick. And I know Paige, she's so full of shit because on Giggly Squad, she has said 1,000 times like her icks. And the smallest, she definitely got the ick from Jesse, but she would never say that. Because she's trying to go into next season being single. I've like turned a little bit of a corner with her where I do think that the Joe D'Amelio of it all, I do think that they were like hot and heavy and it was a big probably like reason for her to spend some time with him. And then I'm curious if she had to go to him and be like, hey, like I cannot be seen in public with you like ever again. Like I'm getting eaten alive by the blogs. Dumois, etc. Like we can still obviously date and fuck and whatever, but like we cannot go out in public together or maybe, something. She hasn't been seen with him in a while, but I think that they're definitely still, but she's also for sure she's single. So if she is single, then she's going to go into this season, which I'm hearing everybody is returning to the Summer House. How is Lindsay coming back? This is what they really should do if they're smart. Like Jersey Shore family vacation where they go on a vacation, like multiple vacations. Say what they would do, particularly like for them, they should do like a Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, like 3-week long filming things where they travel and whatever. And I don't know, something like that where they do like bulk filming instead. And then she could just be away from Gemma or like have a nanny or I don't know. I'm constantly trying to figure out how Lindsay's gonna like do both, and it's not my problem to figure out. Her and Bravo to sort out, and we'll see if she survives. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you go because I have so many things to do. I have to take Candy to the vet and a couple of things to do. But I will post this later, and hope you guys all have a great day and weekend. And make sure you're following me at BellaTalks TV. Leave me a rating and review. And keep in touch. Come slide in my DMs if you're listening. All right. Bye. Ciao, Bellas.